How's it going, my peeps? This is part 2 of the Hell in a Cell 2012 CM Punk vs Ryback prediction game video. In this video, I'm going to go into more detail as to why I think CM Punk is going to retain this championship inside Hell in a Cell when he faces off against Ryback this Sunday. Now, this match could go so many ways. I didn't even think Ryback was going to end up being the one to face CM Punk one-on-one inside Hell in a Cell in the first place. I thought they'd never do that, but they did. Instead I thought, CM Punk was going to face John Cena in a rematch, and maybe John Cena was going to win, or CM Punk was going to retain, whatever. But bottom line, what I'm trying to say is, I thought we were going to get CM Punk versus John Cena inside Hell in a Cell. Now with the whole elbow surgery that John Cena had, though, that kind of complicated things, and they weren't sure if John Cena was going to be able and ready to compete at Hell in a Cell. So I thought maybe, okay, what they could do is maybe have CM Punk versus Ryback versus John Cena, three-way match, and Ryback and CM Punk could do most of the in-ring work, while John Cena doesn't do much to worsen his injury or get re-injured or whatever. But yeah, looks like they didn't go with that. And that was probably the most, I guess, predicted matchup. Most people thought that was going to happen. After Vince McMahon, told CM Punk that, hey, if you don't choose yourself who you want to face at Hell in a Cell, I'm going to choose for you. And once Vince said that he was going to be the one to choose, I expected him to pick either John Cena or, like I said, the three-way match, John Cena and Ryback versus CM Punk. As a punishment, you get both guys instead of just one guy because, you were wasting precious TV time trying to tease the people on who you want to pick. But, we ended up having John Cena, not even Vince McMahon, but pretty much John Cena pick who was going to face Ryback. He endorsed Ryback, started getting the fans to chant "Feed me more," and Ryback signed the contract, and we got CM Punk versus Ryback. I didn't think this would happen, and not only that, but I don't want this to happen. No, I'm not saying that I'm not looking forward to the matchup, because I am looking forward to the matchup. I just didn't want this match to happen because now they're in a tough situation. What are you gonna do? What's gonna happen here? I mean, I like the unpredictability, but both these guys have got something big to lose here. At the end of the night, somebody's gonna lose something pretty important, in my opinion. See, CM Punk, he's been WWE Champion for 330 something or 40 something days now. And if he loses here, then that's over. He's not going to be able to surpass Kevin Nash or Hulk Hogan, John Cena. He's not going to be able to do that. And instead, we're going to have Ryback as the new champion. And even if CM Punk regains the championship, he restarts, his whole reign. You can't restart from 340 something days or whatever once you lose it. So that'd be a big loss for CM Punk and his long title reign. And as far as Ryback goes, he loses his undefeated streak. He's been undefeated for, I believe, over 5 months now. So if he loses here, he's no longer undefeated. And in my opinion, loses a big part of his momentum. So, like I said, both guys have something big to lose here. I've heard some people say that, it could end in a no contest or a draw or something like that. Maybe they would do that. But at the same time, this is inside a Hell in a Cell, so I could see a draw. Maybe that could happen. But at the same time, they had a draw at Night of Champions, the pay-per-view right before that. So would they have another draw their next pay-per-view with the same guy, CM Punk? And as far as a no contest goes, well, this is inside Hell in a Cell. It's pretty hard to have a no contest in a Hell in a Cell match where there's no disqualification, there's no countouts. The only way really I could see a no contest is if I don't know, just CM Punk runs away out of the Hell in a Cell and just leaves, and Ryback does that too, something like that. So I don't think it's gonna end in a no contest or a draw. If this was a normal match, then yes, I could definitely see it end in disqualification or something like that. But since this is inside Hell in a Cell, it's even more unpredictable because there is no disqualification and stuff like that. So this is like the hardest match to predict for me ever since I started predicting matches. And some people have said, maybe Brock Lesnar interferes inside the Hell in a Cell. Well, Lesnar's kind of busy with Triple H. I mean, I know Triple H had, cut a promo saying that maybe he's retiring or whatever. But, if Brock Lesnar gets involved in the Ryback feud, that kind of takes away, I think, from the whole Brock Lesnar Triple H situation. I think when Brock Lesnar returns, it's going to be for a rematch against Triple H. So I don't think Brock Lesnar's going to interfere, and even if he does interfere, that's just going to lead to Ryback, losing. It's not going to lead to Ryback remaining undefeated and CM Punk also staying WWE Champion. But anyways, I'm going to go over the different situations or things I can see happening at Hell in a Cell and after Hell in a Cell. So, let's say Ryback wins. Because I could see Ryback winning. Like I said, this is a pretty unpredictable matchup here. If Ryback wins, he obviously remains undefeated, and CM Punk's reign is over. He no longer has the chance to surpass some of the other, longest reigning champions. And then CM Punk, being the former champion, he would be allowed or given a rematch for the championship, which, I think he'd cash in, I guess, or use at the Survivor Series pay-per-view, which is the pay-per-view after Hell in a Cell. Would Ryback win or would CM Punk win that? Well, if Ryback wins that match, then after that there's TLC. TLC, what could he do? Maybe another match against CM Punk? Yeah, let's say him and CM Punk have another rematch at TLC afterwards, and Ryback finally beats CM Punk and gets rid of him and is still champion. So then he has to move on to the next pay-per-view, which is the Royal Rumble, where The Rock is supposed to get his WWE Championship match, his WWE title shot. Now, who would win that? Would Ryback win? Would Ryback defeat The Rock? Or would The Rock win his championship? I'm pretty sure that when The Rock is going to face the champion at the Rumble, whether it's John Cena or, well, actually, if it's John Cena, might be different. But if he faces Ryback or CM Punk, I'm pretty sure that The Rock is going to come out, the new WWE Champion at the Rumble. So then Ryback wouldn't be undefeated anymore. He'd get beat by The Rock. So a couple months after the whole CM Punk Hell in a Cell match, Ryback would no longer be undefeated anyways. It's just that The Rock beats him instead of CM Punk. A face beats him instead of a heel. So, Ryback ends up being undefeated anyways. Now, obviously, maybe you think that Ryback would beat The Rock in this situation, and that's perfectly fine. Maybe that would happen. But I personally think if Ryback ends up facing off against The Rock, then The Rock wins. So that's scenario 1 for me. In the end, Ryback ends up being undefeated anyways. And then there's scenario 2, and that's saying that Ryback wins the championship at Hell in a Cell, and then CM Punk regains it back at a later pay-per-view before the Rumble so he could face off against The Rock and defend his title there. Okay, let's say Ryback, wins the championship at Hell in a Cell, and then CM Punk invokes his rematch at Survivor Series, and then beats Ryback. Okay, he beat Ryback, he's champion again, so he's going to be facing The Rock probably at the Rumble, but at the end, Ryback's no longer undefeated anyways. He got beat there, he gets beat in the rematch, so why not just have CM Punk beat him the first time around at Hell in a Cell? Ryback winning the championship off CM Punk at Hell in a Cell, and then losing it the next pay-per-view really doesn't make any sense, because then you lose both important things on the line in this match. You lose CM Punk's long title reign, and you also lose Ryback's undefeated streak. So this one makes the least sense in my opinion. And now your 3 is just CM Punk wins the match here. He retains his championship. Ryback is no longer undefeated. But CM Punk moves on to defend the title successfully at the next pay-per-view, Survivor Series, and then TLC, and then faces off against The Rock at the Rumble, and The Rock probably wins that match. That's the scenario I can see happening the most. Like I said, the other scenarios like Ryback winning and then losing, or Ryback winning and then losing against The Rock instead of a rematch against CM Punk, they both don't make too much sense in my opinion. And plus, they've been building towards CM Punk and The Rock for a while now, while there has been no mention of Ryback versus The Rock. So anyways, that's pretty much it, guys, for my detailed prediction. I'm going to go with CM Punk winning this match. And in the comment section, I'd like to ask you guys, do you guys think that we're going to get a clear winner in this match, so, CM Punk or Ryback wins? Or do you think it's going to be a draw or a no contest or something where we don't get a clear winner? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, you can click that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm out. See ya.